I'm going to show you an easy way on how to save Hans and Captain Thomas for the For Whom the Bells Tolls quest in Kingdom Come Deliverance II. So you've just built the horseshoe with the blacksmith, and now you're going to deliver it to Kabat down here. And it's important you select the dialogue to make sure Kabat talks about his turquoise rosary that he's lost in a bet with a game of dice against Father Nicodemus. And that's important, which I'm going to explain later in the guide. Now this is going to be an easy way, how can I say a correct way of doing it, although there are many ways you can do this quest. So it's really up to your play style. I guess this way is more of a safe way if you don't like using stealth. So after speaking with Kabat about his rosary that he lost to Father Nicodemus just up here, or he might be sitting over to the left there, you can actually pickpocket off him from his pouch here, but like I said, that's just another alternate way. This guide's going to be the safe way if you don't want to get in trouble with the guards.
I heard you have a certain turquoise rosary.
Aye, it belonged to Kabat.
Now the next step is to get a set of lockpicks from the blacksmith stash. Now you can't actually talk to the blacksmith, there'll be no prompt to talk to him. So what you need to do is speak to the cook just over here in this courtyard. And what you need to do is talk to her about the blacksmith and follow the dialogue options I select here. Once you do get a set of lockpicks, you can come back to this cook. There'll be an alternate path you can take to complete this quest where she'll lead you to the kitchen area. Otherwise, this guide is more of a safer way if you don't like using stealth.
I hope he turns up soon.
He ought to, the da-
Okay, now we'll have a talk option with the blacksmith about the cook. Now follow these dialogue options and he's going to tell you where he stashed some lockpicks. So that's how you get lockpicks for free. So there's a small red pot just behind where the cook was standing in the forge, the smithing area where we built the horseshoe. Now you don't have to go back to the cook again, and it doesn't say Rob anymore because there's guards walking past here. So you could have gotten earlier, but it would have said Rob, but now it just says open. So now we've got lockpicks. Now there's Jarek, we don't want to speak to him yet. Just first of all, we need to get some food down here. So I'm just going to grab this one here, and I'll tell you what you need to do next. It is possible to just run past all these guards, but then you may run into trouble trying to get back. So all you need to do is follow the dialogue options to give him the food that you took from downstairs, and he's going to start eating it with his back to you, and that's the opportunity to go up the stairs. It's also going to make this guard not be here on the way back through again. Now there is a chance you may have another guard up the stairs. I did this a few times though, and very seldom that happened. So make sure you do have a backup save in case, but it's usually quite safe. Okay, just to the door on the right here, we're going to meet up with Catherine again. Just exhaust the dialogue. There's one where you just can't win with reputation depending how far you are in the game. But once she moves out of the way, that's going to allow us to gain access to that chest she was trying to get into. But first of all, you want to get this book here, the Physician's Journal, and just go into your inventory under books and make sure you read it. So read the journal, just flick through all the pages, and that's going to give you some new recipe for alchemy, including the fever concoction, which is the one we need to make now. But first of all, you need to use that pick lock we got from the blacksmith's red jug. It's an easy lock, and grab all the ingredients here because there's only 3 out of all those ingredients we're going to need now for the alchemy table. So we're now going to go make the cure for Captain Thomas. Okay, flick to the right page, we're going to need the fever tonic, and then you just hold down the X there, prepare, down the bottom right. That's going to put all the ingredients on the shelf for you automatically. So we're going to need some wine, and once we got the wine, you're going to need some feverfew. So you need to have 3 handfuls of feverfew into the wine. So put 3 handfuls into the cauldron, lower the cauldron, heat it up, and use the sand glass 2 times. So once and then twice, so 2 turns as in the book. Turn off the cauldron, or just go straight up and lift the cauldron off the flame once it's turned over twice. Now we're going to need the elderberry, and that one you need to put in the mortar. So you only need 1 handful of elderberry. Mix it up in the mortar and just chuck it straight into the pot, but you don't need to heat it up anymore. Alright, next up we got ginger, and you're going to need 2 handfuls of ginger, and again no need to heat it up anymore, and then you just need to still it, and that's it. So that's going to give us the tonic, the fever tonic, which is going to cure Captain Thomas. But yeah, all you need to do is just follow the instructions in the book there. Now what we want to do now is give this to Captain Thomas. So head back down the way you came. Again, there may be a slight chance there's a guard here, but I ran this a few times, and out of about 5 times I did it, I only saw the guard once, and the remaining 4 never saw him again while making this guide. So hopefully that'll work for you, otherwise just be all stealth like. But as you can see, there doesn't seem to be any stealth required, and that guard we gave the food to, he disappears every time. Now I mentioned at the beginning of the clip why it was important to acknowledge the turquoise rosemary with Quebec and Father Nicodemus, especially Father Nicodemus, because you're going to have a new dialogue option here with Jarek, this guy we're speaking to now that was praying, where he's now going to lead you to Captain Thomas. So you don't have to sneak your way all the way there. All we can do is just follow Jarek.
Should I deal with that?
Come with me. I'll take you up to the chapel. The Sawbones was a little reluctant when I told him I wanted to carry Thomas.
But you won't have the dialogue with Jarek here to lead you straight to Captain Thomas if you never spoke to Kabat or Father Nicodemus about that turquoise rosemary. But like I said, there are a lot of alternate methods you can go about this. It's really up to your playstyle, but this is just a safe and easy way if you don't like using stealth. Anyway, good luck. Thanks for watching. Really hope to see you all next time.
So I brought something for him that might help.